Alright, I'm just going to be over here targeting some muscles. Oh, didn't see you there. Hello everyone and welcome back to my how-tos. And today I'm going to show you how to set up for lat pull downs on the Bowflex. But before I get to the setup, we're going to go ahead and do 3 stretches. Going to get that over with, and then our setup is next. Next after that, we're going to do showing you how to actually which way you're going to face for this exercise and exactly where you're going to sit on the bench area for this exercise. And then we're also going to go for proper breathing, improper form, and then proper form. Move forward to our muscle chart on what muscle groups this exercise works, and then we're going to go to our injuries along with the amount of time that it could take for you to recover from these injuries, along with the areas that it's going to affect you. And let's get stretching. Alright, getting to our stretches here. Just gonna, each one I do, I'm gonna hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Then I'll switch over. This stretch is going to be stretching out your lats, your back, and your shoulder. And switch over. Turn around. And next one, just kind of shake out my arms a little bit before we get to the next one. Alright, gonna take my arm over, pull it down. It's gonna be stretching your triceps, your back, your shoulder, and your latissimus dorsi. Switch over. Seconds. Switch over. Alright, my next stretch, I'm actually going to be down here but on the other side of the Bowflex. And pretty much what I'm going to do is just down here, pull my elbows here, and then pull straight down. This is gonna stretch my lats and my spine and my back. Alright, let's move on to the setup. Alright everyone, since my seat is actually at an incline, I'm going to have to pull it down to here. And if you have the same setup as I do for your Bowflex, you're going to want to get it to that last pinhole right there and pull the pin on your seat. Make sure that's nice and secure. Make sure it doesn't move anywhere. And then we're on to the next step that we're going to take. I'm going to take this clip and then go all the way up here to our other clips up here. Pull it out, wires, and just so you guys see, clip that on. And I'm going to go to the other side. There. Grab your other cable, clip it on, and then we're ready to set up the lat pull down bar. Alright, and so just so that way I can face you guys and show you how to put your straps on there. Alright, so put your straps right about in that area for lats. And then the other one. And then personally, I put the lat pull down bar on to the clips first before I actually put my weight on. Okay. That one. And then clip on the other one. As you can tell, they're clipped on. Our next step is going to be choosing your desired weight that you're going to want. Choose a weight that you can handle well for yourself. And then put one side. It's going to wave around a little bit, so be careful of your head. Cool. So now I'm going to just go ahead and adjust my straps so that way they're where I'm most comfortable doing this. And this is how you should set up. This is how I do it anyway. I personally feel like this is the best way to do it. Facing toward the rods, you sit down right about pretty close to the back of the actual bench part, and then come up here, reach up and pull down. And I gotta adjust my straps. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now we're good. And then straight down. Awesome. Alright, next we're going to do proper breathing. So when you come down, you're going to want to breathe in and up, out. Alright, next I'm going to show you 3 different improper forms that I've seen in the amount of time. So first improper form that I've seen people do is obviously people lifting their butt up and then pulling it down. So that's one. And then another one that I've seen is like this. And then another one that I have seen is something like this. That's not correct. What you want is your back and your shoulders and your chest as straight as you possibly can get them. And then what you're going to want to do is pull your bar all the way straight down as far as you can past your chest. And then back up. Do it 2 more times and then we'll fast forward. Alright, fast forward. Alright, that's been my setup. Let's go ahead and move on to the muscle groups. Alright everyone, we are on to our muscle groups here that this exercise incorporates. I'm going to go ahead and circle the front ones first. And for this, it's going to be engaging the front lats, the bicep, and the back of the wrists. And then we're going to move on to the back of the latissimus dorsi. And those are also going to be engaged pretty well. And this entire part of your back is also going to be engaged, just to a little bit of a lesser extent. And then also your front of your wrist along with your grip strength. Alright, on to the injuries. Our first injury that we can get from bad form from lat pull downs is Bicepital Tendonitis, and this could vary from 3 to 6 weeks of recovery, but pretty much depending upon the severity of your damage in the bicep area, it's kind of just going to depend on what your doctor says. And this is the area that it's going to affect. It could even possibly affect your triceps as well, since biceps and triceps are pretty much right next to each other, so that could also affect that area as well. Let's go ahead and move on to our skeletal system. Even though this is mostly a tendon type injury, but we're going to go ahead and just show you in the skeletal system where that could affect you. Alright guys, so we are on to the skeletal system, and I'm just going to go ahead and circle the areas of which it could be affecting you. Once again, this is going to be your front side, and because it is a tendon tear, it's not going to really affect your muscle system, but I'm just showing you where exactly in your skeletal system you could feel it a little bit, because it's definitely a lot of pain when you tear a tendon, so you could definitely feel it in these two areas over here in the front and back. And on to our next injury. Alright you guys, C7 radiculopathy, and this is the area that's going to be affecting. It's not necessarily going to affect your muscular system directly, because this is in the spinal cord, but you might actually feel some pain somewhere in this area, even in the muscles and possibly even the tendons. And depending upon how bad this type of injury is, it could take up to 6 weeks or even 2 years to completely recover from this. Let's go ahead and move forward to our skeletal system. Alright you guys, C7 spinal. I'm going to circle it, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw a line down to around the area it's going to be there. And it's going to be right about here in this area probably. That's as close as I'm going to possibly get with this chart. And just remember, for any type of injury, this could take years of recovery or even possibly permanent damage. It just depends on what your doctor tells you. Alright everybody, that has been my how-to. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked watching it as much as I liked making it. Like, subscribe. Any questions or anything else to add, please comment below. And as always, unleash your inner bull.